Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
It's a good thing I caught it. What's happening, family? What's happening, White Boy Radio? Yes, I muted myself in the beginning. It happens, people. It happens. It happens to the best of us. By the way, how's the microphone? I've been getting some complaints that the microphone's bad. I don't know. When I see that comment, I kind of like get defensive, and I tell people that CVS has a buy one, get one free on Q-tips, because I think it's like a troll. But I am considering buying another microphone if it's a problem. But who's hanging out? We have a good show tonight. We have all types of topics tonight. We got a lot of Doug. We got Dolly. We got very weird information regarding Rudy's mom. Very strange. Okay, we have a lot of shenanigans. A lot. I got a never before seen Summerwell's photo ever. We have things happen to people over here on Team White Boy Radio. We have things happening. But before I get any further, man, who is in the house?
Me. Oh, hi.
Wifey is in the house. Damaged Good is behind us. Shout out to Damaged Goods.
Hey, y'all.
Coming off Bunny duties. We have Whisper right here. Say hello, Wisps. We don't have a train like that yet. Dolly Bear's in the house. And Dee Dee. What's up, Dolly and Dee Dee? And Selena. Skunky, what's up? So far, the names that I said so far, and I haven't gone down the list. Love you guys. Always in the chat. Always supporting. Always here. You cannot ask for any better support than that, and I appreciate you guys. Let's continue down the list. Of course, Damaged Goods was first. What's up, Angela? Welcome. We got Single Mama 4. Pinky, hello, Pinks. Miss Sally is in the house. Sally. Chuck 420 has been coming around a lot. What's up, Chuck? Glad to have you. What is going on with Damage? With you at Damage at Single Mom? How are you, Sally? Miss Joanne is in the house. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Joanne. How are you? What's up, Cammie? Good to see you. Hey, look, moderators, do me a favor tonight. The last stream was, listen, I got a lot to talk about tonight, so I try to get through it like fast, and I'm trying to get better with the comments. Y'all know I have ADHD. I've never lied. I've never kept that from you. I know my loyal supporters understand it. And listen, shout out to the chat. This is the coolest chat in the game. It's the best chat in the game. I've had creators tell me and compliment me on that. People hate on it. That's okay.
We have the best.
We have the best chat in the game. But mods, do me a favor, man. If you have my phone number, just do whatever you got to do in the chat to stop me if I miss somebody who donated. Last time I went live, Lori Shortlegs bought memberships. StreamYards did not show it to me.
All about it, and I thank everybody. So when you don't thank them, I got it.
All right. It just bothers me if I don't say thank you, man. I saw a few donations, but then I legit did not, like a donation you see, it's colored. There's no way you can miss it if you're talking. It stands out. But like StreamYard has been acting weird. Like it shows you some, but not others. It pisses me off, man. It really does. But we got a lot to talk about tonight, y'all. Carol's in the house. Carol, I'm in the house. And once again, Miss Carol, I will be playing one of your videos. Carol's number one sleuth. Carol's a moderator of mine for a long time. She's number one sleuth. You know, Carol, how I met Carol, I met Carol with Brian Laundry Case. This lady was sending me all types of shit. She's like on the point. She knows it all. And then laundry, the Petito and Laundry Case ended, and then something else happened. Then she's on the ball. She knows it all. She number one sleuth. I'm like, lady, you are number one sleuth. You are number one sleuth. Carol's on the ball. She knows it. Everything going on YouTube. And everyone's game. It's Carol. It's probably Carol. If this is the guy from jail, oh, it's Don Wells. Let me call Don. It's funny that Don's calling. I was going to call him live tonight, and he didn't even know. This damn app. I got this app on my phone. It sues people. If the people call the bill collectors, if they call too much, you report it on this app. I should share the link. If you get a lot of spam calls, and the app it records the spam calls, and it'll do a fucking lawsuit. If
Hello?
Tell him I'm calling right now.
Good. Matt said he's calling you right now. All right. Bye.
That's Don. If I don't answer, he goes right to wifey. I gotta get permission about this. Hey, what's up? Did you see that photo? Hey, did you text him the photo?
Yeah.
Noelle texts you a photo. Please.
I asked. Candace said it's okay.
All right, I'm gonna post it right now. Okay, wait, because I'm confused. No, not yet. Not yet. Hold on a second. Noelle. Hold on, Noelle. Come here. Take this and figure it out for me.
One moment. Hello? What's up?
I heard someone say that you needed to put some bass in your whoa. Bass in what? My voice? Biggest some bass in it. All right. Anyway, I got a lot to talk about. Damn it, she has the phone. All my notes are in the phone. It's okay though. I was gonna start off. What's up, Gina Diamond? Today's parody. Sub up to Gina. She's almost at 700. Almost at 700. She needs to get to 1,000. Oh, what better way to start with Gina? We're gonna pop this motherfucker off with Dolly. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go Dolly. We're gonna go Rudy, and we're gonna finish off with Doug. Is how we're gonna do it. Just as the thumbnail says. Well, it's a little backwards, but I'll pop the summer photo in once she figures it out. You gotta love wifey. Anyway, Dolly, this dude, he's pissing me off. Well, here's the thing. Today he did a live. He got a cease and desist from Queen Bee. He got a cease and desist from Queen Bee. And he laughed it off. Well, my thoughts on that, before I even say anything, I'll say this. A while back, I did a live when Andrew came out with the wild lawsuit claims, and then Dolly floated his ass over here, got completely roasted before I met Gina. And I said on a live, hey, anybody who subscribed to Queen Bee, tell her to reach out and we'll help her. Shout out to you. Okay. But my thoughts on this is he makes a live because he got a cease and desist. I don't know anything about the cease and desist. I do know that he wouldn't have did a live if Queen Bee didn't send it. I don't know the value of a cease and desist. It's very tricky on YouTube. From what I understand, a cease and desist kind of does hold weight on YouTube. But you, but depending on who sends it, you can divert it and ignore it. This is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. It's just what I've seen on YouTube. I'm not telling anybody to ignore a cease and desist. That would be stupid. But I have seen people do that. I don't have an opinion on this. I'm just telling you what I saw on YouTube, as probably you have yourself. So the cat's out of the bag. Queen Bee sent a cease and desist. Now, as I'm listening to this tragedy pimp talk about it, he says something. What was that? Oh, he says cankles. Oh, does he now? This guy. Now, Queen Bee hit him with a cease and desist. I'm about to sue this dude myself for stealing my motherfucking jokes. This dude stole shenanigans. He stole Baby Gap. And now he stole cankles. Now, I could sit up here and say that he stole it, because people subscribe whenever they subscribe. My base, my loyal subs, already know what time it is. But maybe some don't. So I got to take you down a trip of memory lane. People know I brought shenanigans to true crime. Baby Gap, come on, man. Man, I went through it with the glare. You can't just snag Baby Gap. This dude, and we know he watches me. He Dolly bombed me a long time ago. This dude is worse than. Remember when Joe Rogan called out Carlos Mencia for stealing the jokes? This dude is joke snagging. Listen, I'm about to hop on the Queen Bee's train. I'm about to sue this dude, man. Now, just to prove my case here. So in his live, he's talking about. So he's calling Queen Bee cankles. Okay, cankles. Now, I'm assuming he thinks she has cankles. I don't know. Somebody doxed the shit out of Queen Bee a long time and gave it to me. I sat on it. I never used it. What I did, I had Noelle reach out to her, and it was an awkward time because I had just jumped on her panel and debated like this crazy lady that follows me around on the YouTube. And it wasn't the best, like it wasn't like all peaches and cream, okay? But I don't have a problem with her. But the problem is I've seen her picture. I know what she looks like. She's not like she doesn't fit cankles. If anything, like she's thick. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. If you don't know what thick means, well, I don't know what the hell tell you. She's thick. If you're my choice, I like thick women. I don't like skin and bones. Okay, I'm not saying I want a pork Queen Bee. I'm just explaining what thick means. But this dude says cankles. I'm tired of this dude stealing my shit, man. Okay, I'm serious about this. So I'm gonna bring proof on this. I've been saying cankles. I've been hashtagging cankles for years. And just to prove it, for the people who follow my Instagram, I'm going back 2.5 years. Let me show you some cankles. Just to show you he stole it. Now these are gonna be songs that I made of Molly, who does have cankles. Have to prove that I said cankles first. What is the world coming to? There we go. Well, let's just do it. This would be one that I made. I'm freestyling off a Biggie song about cankles.
Stick to clutch. I squeeze string at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily.
Cankles, 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 can't you see the way your lower calf just hypnotizes me? And I just love your cankly ways. This is why your anklet game will never get played. And I will do this in 2042 until you take your shoes off. Your ankles are black and blue. And don't you ever speak about my family. Just stay fat, pudgy, and cankly. Last time I checked, you weren't a good mother. And with that wrinkled pussy, I can't be your lover.
Close like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze three at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily.
Cankles,
You keep
cankles,
stealing my
cankles,
damn jokes, man. Let me show you one more I did. This is real shit. This dude keeps taking my terms. Fuck is Turtle Island, man. Joke Island, man. 1-800, find a joke. Why you keep stealing my shit, bro? Seriously, I'm gonna go back even further to prove the point. This is way back on the Instagram.
Remix! Moses got cankles! Moses got cankles! Moses got cankles! Moses got cankles! That's what you want. Hashtag cankles!
Man, that one was damn near before coronavirus. This dude, he keeps snagging my jokes. Bro, leave the cankles alone. Leave shenanigans alone. Stop saying bait. Bro, find another word. This dude says the shit that I say. People. It'd be one. I'd be like on one if I was debating maybe shenanigans. But people. Baby gap, shenanigans, and now cankles. Come on, man. Come on. Them IG videos are hella old. Hella old. This dude, man. This dude. Exploiting my jokes. He's exploiting my jokes. I'm getting tired of it. I'm about to sue this dude. I'm going to sue him. I'm about to sue him. Seriously. It's out of control, people. It's the IG, non-woke, white boy lockdown radio. All right. Noel, give my phone back. Jesus Christ. Dom will talk his ass off, too. Who's blowing that one up? There's too many phones in the house. All right. Oh, I know what I'll do next. So we're going to be talking about Doug tonight. But before I go to Doug, man, look here, man. Look here. I just said my Instagram is non-woke, non_woke, non_woke, white boy lockdown radio. Follow it. You can follow my Facebook. It's Matt Smash Follow. It's my Facebook. This is my YouTube channel. Every now and then you get a moron that came from No Thanks Investigates chat. Now, this moron is very special. Very special. Extremely special. They call themselves Summer's Army. Summer's Army is what they call themselves. Let's have a look-see. Oh, wrong one. Summer's Army is what they call themselves, which is such a good name. Like that would mean something like normally. Summer's Army, when I just answer the phone and speak to her father. Here we go. Now, I do want to say this before I read this. If you follow my Instagram, if you follow my Facebook, I hope that you do. And shout out to the real supporters that follow me on the platforms that they utilize. But don't follow me on Facebook, which is like your government name, and you're going to try to troll me on Facebook. Or you actually, this person is so dunce, they're not even trying to, they're just confused. This is actually I'm no thanks investigate a supporter. But you don't even like put an alt name. So don't you get your panties in a bind. Don't tell me you went to the beach today and the waves were bad. You got sand in your vagina. I don't want to hear any of the caring comments. You're on my Facebook, commenting on my post, not understanding what's going on, and now I'm sharing it on my YouTube. That's just the reality of it. Let's have a look-see. Dana Lynn Muller. Be careful with the wipe. So I posted a clip off a live stream where I was talking to Don Wells. And here's what Summer's Army said. I'm on Doug since he makes YouTube a lot of fun. He sings an amazing imitations of people now. He is very talented. Tell White Boy to stop because nobody can make #Summer's Army quit. She doubles down. Dina Lynn Muller then says, be careful with White Boy Lockdown Radio creator Don. Remember, CM, Chris McDonough. Don, remember saying you wanted to wrap your hands around his neck and he came all the way to your house to help you? The entire YouTube tried to help you, and what did you do? So Deanna is not understanding she's on my Facebook page, but somehow she thinks this is Don's, and she's talking shit to me in the comments. I mean, you can't make it up. So what does Matt Smash Follow say? Well, let's have a look-see. Stop what? ? I actually help Don and Candace, unlike quote Summer's Army quote, who is a group of people that attack innocent people like her parents, and they do nothing but go around YouTube and stir the pot. Quote, Summer's Army, quote, should go outside and hang some posters up of Summer Wells and be more proactive. This post is comical. Here's, quote, Summer's Army, not realizing that they are commenting on my page and think they are talking to Don Wells. Literally don't know what you're doing. I mean, people, you can't really make it up. That happened. That happened. Sorry, Deanna. Try Lotto. Is checking convictions in the house. I do want to say a quick apology to checking convictions before I move forward. If she's in the house or Arctic. I know they'll both watch this. What's up, Peter? What's up, Dolly? We stand with Queen Bee. See, folks, I can hit the like button if you can too. 100%. That's what I'm talking about, Dolly. What's up, Denise? What's happening? She'll even tell you she thinks what she thinks. Thick, more cushion for the pushing. Hey, that's my choice. Some telephone pole legs too happens. All right. So, what's up, Shandia? What's happening? Mystical's in the house. Hey, I need my phone. What's up, Debs? Debbie's in the house. Debbie is the algorithm queen. I appreciate each one of your comments. I heart them all. I've had Debbie on the panel. She's a trip. She's a friend. Babe, I need a phone. If you are just coming to the chat, please don't forget to smash the like button. So look, checking Arctic real fast. I want to say this before I rip into the Rudy and then destroy Doug. Checking she made a community post which said, this goes out to Checking and Arctic. They're both tagged in my description box. If you're not subscribed to them. Checking Convictions made a community post that said, hey, please consider joining the members over there at White Boy Radio. He's a creator that I like, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And on this one, I won't say the person's name. But there was a person that said, well, he can't say a full sentence. They tried their hardest to be mean.
I'll do it right now.
They tried their hardest to be mean, right? Now, check-in is a friend of the channel, and I deal with trolls every single day.
All right, bye.
But the problem is, just like we just saw Deanna, the problem is you can't, like, I could see you. You may not think I could see you, but when you say like a slick comment, well, who are you? All I have to do is click your name and it brings me to your channel. And what do we have here? What we have here is your family videos that you post on YouTube. And then in one of the family videos, there's a hillbilly with like 3 teeth that caught a catfish and he can't say a motherfucking sentence. I mean, now what am I to do? You're trying your hardest over here to be slick, like unknown. And now white boy found you in 2.1 seconds. But why are we doing this? Why couldn't you say something supportive and nice over there? Why? Why? You want to be mean. So I'd be mean back to you. You know, taste your old medicine, lady. Huh? How does it feel? Huh? How does it feel? You didn't like it. You deleted the comment, which is another reason I can't show the name. You deleted your comment, did you? Because I said, hey, well, I can say a full sentence. Better than that dude on the boat that caught the catfish. And then she doubled down and said, I was talking about you. Whoa. I said, well, I was referring to your video. Delete the entire thread. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Was Johnny on the boat? Did white boy find Johnny? White boy found Johnny. The problem is I do apologize to checking. Here's why. Is a creator, a friend of mine, personal friend, her and Arctic, and I bring Arctic into it because Arctic then shared her post, which opens up his subs to comment. Now, I don't know what sub it was on which creator, but what I should not have said anything. But it's a hobby of mine to kind of like just get into their skin a little bit when they try to be mean. However, it's not my channel, and I was wrong to do that. So I apologize to both of you. It won't happen again. And I love you guys. So it won't happen again. Won't happen again. I don't know what sub it was. And it won't happen again. But hey, sometimes, man, you got to give it back. But I want to talk about Rudy, the Rudy case, quickly before we destroy Doug. Before I do that, babe, what happened? You figured it out? That's what I thought.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Not going to post it. Not a big deal. Freezing, commenting. I'm trolling you now. Deb, you're always trolling, but I love you. You do it in a positive way. No problem. I will get back at it. Thank you, Chucky. Because, okay, I read them all. All right, bam. Keeping up to it. Hey, chat. Hope you're doing well. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is Carol was in here. I don't know where she went. She mods for everybody. The Rudy case, man. I want to talk about Rudy before I hit Doug. And the Doug thing is interesting. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Never before seen information on Doug. Never before seen. And I found out something on Doug that he's never said on YouTube. I caught him in a massive lie. And I emailed behind it. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Ooh, woo. But I know what Doug's making over there on Kick now. He's doing the same thing. He's even saying Summer's Army. And look, if you've ever said that you're part of Summer's Army, I'm not personally attacking you. I think it's a good thing that you want justice for Summer Wells. But if you call yourself Summer's Army and all you do is blame the family who law enforcement have not arrested, I mean, what really are you doing? Are you really Summer's Army? Have you hang a poster up? Have you done anything? So maybe you have said that you're Summer's Army and you don't indulge in those things. I'm not talking about you, just to be clear. So we got to talk about Doug, and we'll get there in a second. The Rudy case is interesting. People have been telling me about this Grizzly Hood News person. Okay, Grizzly Hood News. And the thing about it is, look, man, if you're over here watching this chat, if you catch the replay, you should know, man. I'm not like the I'm very cautious of YouTubers that I support. I'm very blunt with you guys. If I support somebody, or if I think they're a tragedy pimp or they're a scammer, often I say, hey, subscribe, right? If I say that, usually the people are good, okay? I'm gonna get into something, and you haven't seen this on the news. It's regarding Rudy's case, but I don't know about this creator. First off, the name of the creator is Grizzly Hood News. I mean, just think about that for a second. Why is it Hood News? What is this, right? I'm very cautious of creators. I'm not saying they're bad or they're good, and no dig to the Grizzly Hood News. The problem is this: I understand how this YouTube thing works. I'm about to show you something that you have not seen in the case anywhere in the media. It's officially true. I know people are nosy. I'm not mad at that. I'm very nosy. I'm probably more nosy than anybody in the chat.
Oh my God.
Way more nosy. To be honest, being nosy is good.
Unless you're married to it.
Listen, I survived inside a prison. You know why? Being nosy. I gotta know what gang is this guy in. And I go gossip and find it out. Or be able to get it out of somebody. What about this guy? Listen, I gotta know what's going on. I'm very nosy. Even on the YouTube streets, I'm very nosy. No shame in my game. But I know subscribers are also nosy. And that's fine. That's fine. But I'm not, I know I'm about to play this clip. And I'm about to say this segment. And I know people are gonna subscribe. I'm not, I would be, it would not be right of me to sit up here and call out tragedy pimps and scammers if I did not give you the full background report on the person, because I know I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you, and I know people are going to go subscribe. I know, and that's fine, but have the full report so you know, because we never know. Not a shot towards Hood News, not a shot towards you. I don't know you, but I don't know. In 2 weeks, you might be on the thumbnail. I don't know. That's how it works. I'm being as blunt, as clear, and as transparent to my subscribers. So we're gonna get through this. Couple comments. Shandia knows what's happening. I mean, Hood News though, really? Nothing better than that? I mean, the thing about it is this. I make parodies and stuff like that. I make fun of white guys that act like they're black. I just made a short yesterday. Okay? But you don't hear me say things like ghetto and hood because I know, as a white guy, I know that some black people, they don't like when you say ghetto and hood. And it's a respect thing because it's a respect thing. I'm not saying you can't say it, or I'm not saying that they don't like it because it's racist. Some black people don't like you saying ghetto and hood because they don't want you promoting those words because they don't promote the words. So why would you? Okay, it's got nothing to do with race or anything like that. That's the way that I watch a lot of YouTube creators, white, black, Spanish, everything. I'm just giving it to you raw. This is White Boy Radio. I'm going to give it to you raw. So we're going to get through Grizzly Hood News. And look, and I'm giving you the warning because let me keep it real. Let me keep it real. I'm about to play you a recording of Rudy's mom saying that there's a recording of this creator did on Rudy's mom where she practices witchcraft, went to a something called a blue hole, which is in Spanish culture witchcraft and tarot card readings and shit, whatever it is. And then her ex-husband, okay, her ex-husband did some weird stuff, okay, with there's weird stuff, there's accusations of child, it rhymes with runography. Runography. It rhymes with that. There's all types of weird stuff happening. But it's official. The problem is when I'm watching the creator, I can't help to get the feeling that I'm watching a Voices Behind the Wall. I'm watching a Benny Keys. And again, I don't know the creator. Someone's going to share this to them to stir the pot. I know how YouTube goes. Good luck with that. It's not about I have a problem with them. It's none of that, man. I'm watching it, but you have to keep in mind, I'm watching it as white boy. Don Wells just called like 10 seconds ago. I've seen people try to get close to him, record him, narratives driven. When creators do that on YouTube,
Is this too loud?
no, I don't really have to fill the blank into the last part of that, right? You know how that goes. But I just, it's weird to me. Personally, I don't want to have somebody as a friend who's recording everything I say. It's just weird. Now, with YouTube, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to do that to protect yourself with these tragedy events and stuff. Sometimes you have to record the calls and stuff like that. I understand that. And it's my opinion and my view that when people record, it's fake to me. They get friendly with the family to record them. Sometimes, man, that produces a lot of drama that's unnecessary towards the case. And I'm saying this because Rudy actually had a interview. I posted it on my wall. Well, that's a comment. The comment says, it was an interview with Fox 26 in Houston. The comment says, Rudy, if you suffered, it's from me. Rudy, if you suffered any type of abuse, your abusers should be punished by the law. You deserve justice, young man. Take care of yourself and stay strong. It's got 369 likes. Okay? But in this interview, you hear Rudy, he's done several of these interviews with media since that comment was taken. But every interview, he wants his face blurred. He just wants to be normal. But more importantly, this kid has been through a lot of abuse. That's why I love the comment. A lot of abuse, a lot of brainwashing. His mom tricked him for years that he would get in trouble for doing anything. He had to hide when family members came home. There's a lot going on here. And come to find out, he's not missing for 8 years. The police are not looking at that. The police could basically only make a few arrests here. And it would ultimately come down to this young man pressing charges against his mother. And he's already publicly said, hey, look, I don't want my mom to go to prison or jail. The kid wants to be left alone. The kid wants to be normal. The kid wants to live his life. It's actually very sad to hear that interview. It's a tearjerker. It's very sad. This is why I'm a little bit cautious and I want to tell you the full details before I play it. Now, I've gone long enough. It's time to play it. So let's get into it. And then we got Doug. But I will tell you that in this video I'm about to play, right here. There's a conversation brought up with these two people. Oh, don't do that. Now, what the hell did I do? Come on. Danielle Illuminati, shout out to you. I have not watched your full video. What is this? Why am I doing myself? What is this? How am I shooting myself? This is retarded. All right, hold on, people. I don't know what's going on. Let's do this again. Why am I doing myself? Danielle Illuminati, I don't know. You just popped up on the screen. I appreciate you dropping comments. I have not watched your last live. I will tomorrow. I've been very busy. I am glad that we're past our thing. I know you're a survivor of Doug. Would love to have you on the channel one time. I know it's a lot to ask, but maybe at some point we'll get there. I have to catch up on your stuff. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting it right. Here we go. I'm going to share the link. I've given you more than a warning.
I feel it's like the road I used to travel back home in North Carolina because it goes across in the beginning. Because I mean, you thought in the beginning, you thought she was, it was all we had no reason to think anything was up.
Yeah. So y'all forgive me. I was working her jelly, dude. I was working them rolls, baby.
We'll work on that, Jack.
All right. You see what I'm saying, people? Tell me this doesn't have voices behind the wall or Benny Keys all over it. I rewinded it a little bit, but not as far. But what she says is, hey, look, when you watch this recording, you're going to hear me being very friendly. I was working that jelly. I was working her. It's like, man, it's not authentic. You're working her. Your purpose was to call and infiltrate. Okay? And at the same time, I understand sometimes YouTubers can do this with answers. I get that. I get that. But I've only seen it be. So I'm going to play you the part with the witchcraft, stuff like that. And then also in this little collab here, the guy over here, Hood News 102, asked Hood News if he saw the article that was written about her. And there's shenanigans there. If I'm not reporting it to you, then I'm not reporting it to you. But there's shenanigans attached to Hood News. What would you imagine? So I'll read you the article. But let's get into it. Arctic, please rewind. I did you a quick apology. Hopefully you hear it. You and checking. I don't know who I should apologize to, but please rewind and catch the apology. I didn't do anything bad, but it won't happen again. Sorry, Arctic. Did he leave? Damn it, man. Such a bad friend. My bad, Arctic. Is he in here? Oh, Danielle's in here. What's up, Danielle? She's in here? Thanks for seeing the light. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I got to catch up on your live. You know, you're a loyal person. I'm not mad at you at all. I was a little bit disappointed when well, you know what? Maybe that was more of a selfish reason, if I have to be honest. I was expecting that you would come on when I did see the light, but there's not enough communication. And on my half, I felt that because I felt as this, Danielle, I felt that because I know that you're an avid Jim Terry supporter. I thought Jim was comical as well. And I thought that you being on Jim's panel a few times and then me talking and clearing the air with Miss Kate that I could have you on. But I respect your loyalty. You know, Danielle said, no, I'm not going on that panel. He didn't do her right. But I'm glad we're past that. I want to find out about you've been snapping on the channel. I'll include you in the description after this is over. This is a Doug Survivor here, people. Doug Survivor, been on Jim Terry's panel. You know, someone who's been intimate with Doug. Another person completely swept directly under the rug and smeared. Well worth the research. But I'd like to have maybe do a future collab. After tonight, I owe Crime and Justice a full-on live. Ooh, does she aggravate me, man? But I don't want to get off topic. I just want to voice that so you know where I'm coming from. I could probably never put that in a comment. I appreciate you though. A couple more comments before I play this. Those some articles are fake on her. All right, Carol, I understand. I'm just giving people listen, Carol, I love you. I have not had a good track record with YouTubers. I am not trying to make any more YouTuber friends, except the ones I have and the ones that come. The ones that come, you know, usually that we've been through something together or whatever it is. This lady could very well be a saint from heaven itself. She could be walking Jesus Christ in a female form. For all I know, I don't want this to be negative to Hood News at all. I don't want my subscribers to get burned. Is all I'm saying. So take the information in, make your own decision. I don't care who you subscribe to. If I don't tell you fully, then I didn't do my job. That's all I'm doing here. I don't have maybe it's coming off negative, and for that I apologize, but I do have to inform people everything on my aspect. So let's get into it, and we'll go from there.
Work on that, but we'll stick with it to the end right now.
Somebody says they can hear echo. I am so sorry.
And so if they hear an echo, all they do, close out and then come back into the live. TikTok does it sometimes.
Yeah, I love you too, Dammy. Thank
What's
you.
up, Nancy?
Thank you, everybody. Man. Okay, so yeah. Caesar says no echo. Thank you, friend. It
So
sounds
I posted I've been getting a ton of DMs like from people like on like other cases and stuff now. And so they sent me this one. I posted the video about it a little bit ago. This kid went missing on like the morning of July 4th. And they still haven't found him, and he's from a.
All right, so they're talking about the Carly case right now. It's just, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll hit gold with that. I just hate to see people get recorded, and then, you know, people do crazy things for clout, man. Look, we're all on YouTube. We talk about tragedy pimps. Let's keep it real. I don't want to ever tell someone to subscribe unless I know them. That's all I'm saying here. But I'm going to get into 2510, where she's going to be talking about the first time she records the mom and a past boyfriend who was touching Rudy. 2510. Let's see. It's a little hard to do on the computer. Let's get there. And then Doug's coming up after, so just stick with me, people. But this is important. I've been following this case, so let's hear it out. Now, I will say, this is definitely the mom, people.
So did you file a police report on her for that?
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
Lies. Did anything come about? Like, was she charged with anything?
No.
Damn.
No, because there wasn't proof. No one actually saw her take it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So now she's the first one that started talking about, don't donate. She's a scammer. She stole all the money from her benefit when she was the one who stole it.
Oh, man. People are
Tom,
crazy.
I just got off the phone with Rudy. Yeah. So she's
This is from July 3rd.
just being really nasty. They're being nasty.
Yeah, they are. Talking about the people commenting.
Thank God, a lot of people
Like, this is the same. Like, this is when I sit down and talk to her about her son coming up. Like, this is all this that she's talking about. It doesn't sound like a mom that's excited to see her son after 8 years, dude. Like, man, this is our first conversation. Like, this is all in the same sitting. Like, I sat down with her.
Well, and now we know why, because she inadvertently, she has admitted to him being with her for the last 8 years. Outside of I didn't do the drugs, I didn't touch you, I didn't do this. She admitted to him being there. The guy that she was talking about, the touching himself guy, that was her last husband, Robert Robert Ortega. They got married in 2015.
Hey.
He was the same one that took the picture of Rudy in the kitchen.
Oh.
Okay, real fast. You heard we just said Dragonfly. This is going to be Grizzly Hood News, and this other guy's name is Ivan GT. I don't know who the guy is, but Grizzly. I'm talking about Grizzly Hood News. This is going to be so you hear right now what he just said. Okay, about this is going to be an ex-man of hers, and we do know this. It's been media confirmed and all. She's got all this weird ex-husbands and stuff like that.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is. We're just, but he's not the same.
Okay, so let me see if I got more on this conversation between me and her. Like,
I was referred to him, and a year ago, he told me he did a reading with cards, and he told me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and he.
Okay, pay attention to this part right here. I'm going to let it play for about another minute and a half. Talking about reading with tarot cards. This lady is obviously off her rocker. Okay, we all have an opinion about her. Now that more information's coming and whatever have you. You've had, Quanell X, which I don't know if he's the most trustworthy person, but some of the things he said have been truthful, although I feel like he's been exaggerating about other things for another agenda towards the police, whatever. And even in the media interviews with him and the press is there, he'll turn around at some point and say, "Isn't that right, Grizzly?" Grizzly will tell you, like, he's had this lady by his side the whole time. So this is all official. But what's strange is it's tough. I don't even know if this is really a case at this point. It's going to come down to if he wants to press charges. If the state picks up anything, it'll be something petty. The incest is out the door. They can't pick up incest if he doesn't admit to it. And he's already been on national media saying, no, that never happened, debunking what Quanell X has said. So the only thing that can really happen here is like a petty misdemeanor, which I doubt the state will pick up. It's going to really, really come down to Rudy himself pressing charges on his own mother. And again, back to what I was saying, the kid wants to be left alone. So I don't even know how much any more times I'm going to do this live, because look, it's his decision. He wants to be left alone. He doesn't want a lot of coverage. And another thing I said in the video, he's very in tune with the internet. Very in tune with the internet. So I'd hate for him to watch a live of me bringing more attention to him. That's not what we do over here. But I do want to emphasize that this is a recording, and maybe some of the crazy that we've been seeing, this lady met with witches. This is real shit, people. It's weird, man.
I think we did this one already. Hold on. She was talking to like witchcraft people.
And nowhere else. So, they wouldn't answer my calls, and then finally my brother says, "Oh, she's not going anywhere. She's staying with us." So I took them to court, to probate court, and I took them to court, and the judge, he ruled in my favor, but by the time he ruled in my favor, it was too late.
Carol, there's another recorded phone call with the mom stating Rudy did tell Quanell that stuff. The problem is I understand you're locked and loaded on Grizzly Hood News, but this is this lady who's recorded the mom. The media has spoken to Rudy himself. They've blurred the face out. I posted one on my community page. They've done it about 3-4 times. I haven't posted all of them. They are emphasizing any sexual things happening. He says no every time. The mom is a bit crazy. I wouldn't put it past her, because I would not put it past the mom to just be throwing things at people just to keep the hype up. I mean, we've learned she's grifted off GoFundMes. She's grifted off other missing kid cases. She's scamming all types of ex-men. This is like huge for her. I don't know. The lady she talks to witches, people. She meets with witches. I mean, should I say anything else? The lady is off her rocker. She's out to make her own mother crazy. The grandmother, who literally was informing people, hey, he's not missing, he's at the house. Made to look crazy, psychotic, shot out, like a straight Doug No Thanks move. It's ultimately going to come down. Rudy's not a kid. He's not a kid. He's a man. You watch the interview, you might have a different opinion, but he's a man. The police can't override that. He's a man. Ultimately, he's going to have to say, yes, sir. Hey, over here, me, Rudy. I want to press charges on her. And that's just not going to happen, in my opinion, and from what he said. So everything else it doesn't matter. I mean, we have to go by the law. Otherwise, I could just say, hey, Don Wells is guilty because of what he said happened with his whatever, 13, 15 years ago before Summer Wells was born. Like I don't want to try to paint that narrative as if that's why he should be found guilty. No, we have to go with the law. The law says that 4 different law agencies have looked over everything, all the shenanigans, TBI phone calls, like No Thanks Investigates made. And TBI is like, oh, thanks for the information. Click. Well, I mean,
my mom had already passed. And I didn't know she passed until like 2 or 3 days later when I saw it on Facebook. And so the judge ordered them to release my mother's remains back to me so that I could make all the arrangements.
So they were mad?
They were furious. They were livid.
So she explains, like, according to her, because I don't even think it's true, her fallout with her family, why they weren't dealing with each other anymore.
Hey, in your chat right now, who is that woman? The Alice Texans.
That was somebody volunteering to be like a moderator. I don't really know her. What happened?
Well, she said, what did she say right there? She said,
D-Lo, tarot cards are not witchcraft, of course, but you didn't hear the rest of it. Like, she's talking about candles, doing this, doing that. You missed the last live videos that we did, obviously. I'm sorry, but yeah, like there was conversation from a brujo. She went to go visit a brujo. You might not know what a brujo is. In Hispanic culture, it's kind of like a witch. Good or bad, whatever purposes, she would consult with one, and he told her what to do. He read the tarot cards, and then he told her what to do. Sorry if you don't know what that is. Okay.
So Alice, she's in that group on Facebook. Apparently, she got scammed by Janie.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'll tell you what, man. I said this in the beginning.
Okay, so I did share her link. So this lady does have a lot of one-on-one calls with Rudy's mother. Okay, this is true. What you just heard was true. They're talking to a subscriber who's asking about tarot cards and the difference, and she's talking about a blue hole, which in Hispanic culture is witchcraft and stuff. And she can double down and say that. I chose this video to share because they talk about Rudy's mom's talking about craziness with an ex-boyfriend of hers, husband of hers, whatever, that she had like 5, and then admitting to she, even though you didn't hear the mom say the witchcraft stuff in this live, if you go to her channel, it's on another live. Okay, it is there. I just chose this because it covers both topics. Again, because I love my supporters, and I know you're nosy, I will share this last thing. And again, this is no shade to Grizzly at all. No shade. But I do have to, give you guys the full rundown. So I will also share this in the chat. This is because in their discussion there was a, how do you feel about the article made? I'll just read a little bit. Jenny Santana calls police on Grizzly Hood News, claims black man hit her. Santana traveled to the Houston Police Department last week to file an apparent police report against Grizzly Hood News for harassment and added that an unknown black man allegedly hit the embattled mom in the head, according to a police report exclusively obtained by your content. Video footage exclusively obtained by your content revealed Santana's visit to Houston Police Department last week, where she filed the report. The video captures her interacting with an officer at the police station at blah, blah, blah. Here's a picture of the police report. Rudy Farias has emerged from an alleged 8-year hideaway. We know all that. Speaking exclusively to local journalist, Grizzly Hood News, Rudy Farias revealed the unimaginable experience he endured during his prolonged absence, shedding a light on a dark reality that remained hidden from the public eye. So basically, this thing says she harassed somebody, hit somebody. I don't know this creator. I'm not trying to talk negative about her. I do know people are following this case. I like a lot of you. I love a lot of you. I talk to a lot of you. I know you're nosy just as I am. I know better than you, vice versa. So giving you all the information. Here's the link to the article. Do what you want to do. And I feel good about it. That's it. Couple comments before we get to Doug. And oh boy, will we get to Doug. What's up, Mama Bear? About time, lady. What's happening? DOT Com 101. What's going on? Don't know your name. But welcome. Love to have you. You waited 11 minutes to comment, and I appreciate it. I hope you subscribed. So welcome. Absolutely welcome. I forget. I trick the people. I set the live. I put a poll up, but I don't change the customization to the second I hit live. It's on anyone can comment. So people can comment before I hit the live button, and bam, before I go live, I switch it up. Subscribers only, 11 minutes. So just saying. So mods, take it easy on anybody, because anybody commenting has subscribed and waited 11 minutes. And Doc, no judgment. I'm like on defense mode over here. There's always trolls and shit. If I don't know a new name, you know what I'm saying? We united, we stand, divided, we fall. Well, I kind of like you already. But this is true. Rudy's mom is a whack job. That bitch should be facing several charges. Yes, I 100% agree with you. Especially the fraud part. I don't understand why they don't get her for fraud. I hope I wasn't too hard on Grizzly Hood News. Was it too hard on her? I don't have an opinion on her. I'll say it one more last time, people, before I go to Doug. In my experience with YouTube, people who record people and families and stuff, it doesn't end up good. They kind of voices behind the wallish. They're kind of Benny-ish. That's Dougish. That's all I'm saying, people. She could be an angel in the sky. I could regret everything that I'm saying. But in my personal experience with true crime YouTubers in real life, we've seen how that went. Not that good. And you know what? People try to tell me. So I feel I should give it back. What's your opinion of it, bro? What's that? Of what? Always kept it real. That's all I do. That's what I try to do. This case is all effed up, in my opinion. It's weird as shit. Just like yes, 100%. 100% agree with that, Mama. 100%. 100% agree with that. Apparently, that's a fake newspaper. I don't know. I did put it in the comments. I don't know. It looks like a website, and it looks like a YouTuber. In my opinion, a YouTuber with a weird name like Your Content or whatever I was reading contacted. Listen, there's an official police report there, so that really did happen. I would not show it and play it if I wasn't that doubtful. I'm not going to steer anybody the wrong lane. Listen, I gave enough warning. I don't want to come off negative to this person. I don't know this creator. So enough with that. Make your own decision. I've said enough. It's time for Doug. Now, I will be negative to Doug. I will be negative to Doug and have no problem doing that. There's some new information for Doug. So a lot of stuff. What I want to show you first. I think what I'll show you first with Doug. Ooh, boy. Doug. So with Doug, we'll go here first. What do I want to do with Doug? There's so many things. I think the first thing we'll do with Doug is this is Doug on kick. This is what Doug looks like on kick. This would be Doug on kick. But more importantly, there's something comical with Doug. There's something a little bit comical with Doug. Now, an unknown source sent me something. Now, we know Dougie from YouTube, and his behavior has not changed since he's gone to kick, which we'll be reviewing tonight. However, if you would like, for subscribers, if you're in debt, if you have debt, you can get out of debt fast with the Hutton and Dolly law firm. An interesting approach. A tipster, send in your tips here, brought a company called Hutton and Dolly to my attention. This company is actually Dutton Hottery Incorporated, a California corporation. Douglas Scott Hutton is an officer, and Gerald M. Dolly is the registered agent. Source. Gerald Dolly is a lawyer in California. It does not appear that Hutton is a lawyer. He's not a registered with the state bar. Hutton Dolly is promoting the following debt settlement package, which appears to select payment in advance of settling debt for those that select the package to pay the settlement fee. The debt settlement package deals your possible savings of 50 to 70% off debt load. So here you have it, people. If you'd like to use the Hutton debt settlement group here, I will put it in the chat. I find it interesting here that there's a known person on YouTube, a grifter, if you will, and the family is in the, let's just say, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, if you will. So if you're in debt, I'll leave this link here for you. Have a look-see. What else do we have tonight? Couple things. Now, the next thing is going to be very interesting. Old white boy. You know, they make fun of my ADHD. And earlier in the chat, I had to apologize to two creators that I very much respect because they did me a solid, which I love. And listen, Check and Convictions shares my stuff more than anybody, more than wifey. Talk about hit the like, talk about share the video. Nobody does it more than Check and Convictions. And I love her for that. So I did feel guilty kind of roasting maybe a subscriber that tried to make fun of my ADHD, which I've never hid. But, you know, my ADHD, when people want to pick at it and make fun of it, that's fine. I'm used to it. And I got tough skin. But it is also an advantage to old white boy. I do focus on things very well when I can. But when I can, ooh boy, is somebody in danger. You know, the internet, for example, when I start the YouTube channel, nobody could help old white boy. I'm calling all my friends, people that I know with channels. How do I do this? I can't upload the interview, the storage, this and that. Everybody doesn't have time for me. My ADHD helped me. I just went ham and started learning this shit and reading things and learning. And I'm editing videos next and I'm doing good and self-taught myself this shit. I'm out of prison. I lost almost 10 years of my life. I'm way behind on technology. Old white boy taught himself because it helped me. It helped me. Now, every now and then, ADHD is a plus. And I'll give you an example. Here we go. Doug on kick. Doug is on kick. Now, Doug is on kick. Let's have a look-see. Now, Doug is on kick. Let's take a quick peek at the profile picture. So this is Doug on kick. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a read. No Thanks Investigates with the 271 followers. It says, first, I'm a proud father of my 2 sons, devoted co-parent, true crime and comedy guru, bringing you the latest updates in true crime and trials. In a way, I can give it and you can receive it. I'm a very humble person, and my mission is to be a voice for the voiceless. I've done some stand-up comedy and will still do so when I want to. I'm also an ex-pro wrestler trained by Rikishi. I'm glad to be pioneering the true crime genre here on Kick and look forward to our journey together in the best. Well, what do you know, people? Well, what do you know? There's a lot to say here. First of all, there's a lot of lies. And I don't have time to bust the lie calculator out, but there's a lot of lies. A whole lot of lies. You know, one that stood by me was the wrestling thing. You know, I've been a fan of the UFC. If you ever follow my Instagram, another plug, the second plug, non_woke_whiteball.radio, you'll see I post lots of clips of the UFC fights. But before I was a fan of the UFC, was wrestling. Now, this is comical. This is comical. Why is it comical? Well, there goes Rikishi. Many of you in the chat don't know who Rikishi is. I know who he is. I used to watch him. Now, just to give you a refresher on who he is and what his main move was, before I play this, I'll put it in the chat. For the ones who don't know, for the ones catching the replay. I'm not making this up. Doug, it wasn't a broomstick. It was a mop handle, and the name of the mop handle was Pedro. They named the mop handle Pedro. And in groupthink, they decided it would be a good idea to shove the mop handle named Pedro in the anus of the newcomers of the wrestling team. And here's the article in the chat. The mop handle was Pedro. Give it a look-see. The problem is Rikishi. Who is Rikishi and what do we know about him? Let's have a lookie at what Rikishi's main move was in the octagon, shall we?
Haven's gonna get a stick face! Somebody to help him! Oh my God! I went in the infinite!
So on the screen, there would be buttocks in a man's face, and this would be self-proclaimed by Douglas, his protege. Listen, let's finish the video.
Rikishi! Taking hit him into the extreme! Stick face coming from that hideous Paul Heyman! Heyman's gonna get a stick face!
I will include the link for your viewing pleasure. But there's something we have to just skim back to as the ADD helps white boy in the situation. The problem is, remember, I told you, I was a fan. As a young kid, I thought that was funny. Now, never in my adult life did I say, you know what, I think he'll be the one I take guidance from, or I want to know that move. Which is comical because Doug is heavy on the gay jokes. Everything is like homophobic with him and gay. I can't tell with this guy. Shoving mop handles called Pedro anuses. Self-proclaimed Rikishi taught you how to put honey in faces. eating it from the back, if you will. I mean, this guy should be banned from any gay joke ever. I'm just saying. However, now you probably didn't notice this the first time around, but you will now. Going back to Rikishi, what's it say? This is the Twitter feed. What's it say? Following. Let's read the profile, shall we? Rikishi, WWE Hall of Fame 2015. Member, actor, speaker, pro wrestling trainer. Contact, oh boy. We have an email. We have an email, people. Now, if you're caught up or you people, we have an email. Will this be lie number 52? People, for the newcomers, for the people who are going to catch the replay, let me just remind you, we're going to roll back just a tad bit.
Thank you for calling West Coast Jiu-Jitsu. We will return your call after 5 o'clock p.m., Monday through Friday. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just calling to confirm. There was a YouTuber. I'm also a YouTuber. His name is Doug Hutton. And apparently he has contacted you guys to set up a boxing match that you're going to allow in your establishment. I am totally in, full for it. Would like to possibly, I also believe he is going to put up $5,000, which I like to donate half of that to your establishment and the other half to the missing.
You get it. I caught him in a lie. He wanted to do a fight. He said he wants to do it in this establishment. I call the establishment. Complete shenanigans. What's he do? Now he's got a stub toe for 9 months. I have a feeling, just a tiny bit of one, that Rikishi did not train Doug. And I think his profile over on the old kick is shenanigans. But I emailed Rikishi. I sure did. We'll keep an update. Hasn't got back to me yet. And I think I'll send a DM after this live. Not only that, because Doug's behavior has not changed, which we're going to get into in a second with the Summer Wells case. I also emailed, and I'm going to call live next time. Mods, supporters, hold me to it. Not that I won't do it, but in case I forget, next time I go live, which hopefully is a crime and justice one, hold me to calling the Comedy Store. But I got to time this good. I did call the Comedy Store before. I made a video about it, but California is 3 hours, before us? Behind us. No, it's before us.
If it's 10 o'clock here, it's 7 o'clock there.
Yeah, so it's 9:34 here. It's 6:34 there. So I got to time this right because I want to call the Comedy Store and I want to ask them about a comedian that once was there. Did they do any jokes about Pedro the Mop Stick and share a link with them? And also, no, he named the mop. I don't have nothing to do with the mop.
He named it
Pedro. It's in the article. And also, I would like to know about if they understand what a tragedy pimp is, because I know Doug's unemployed right now. It wouldn't be right to me, and I wouldn't feel right. Just as I'm sharing you this article on Grizzly Hood News. Well, he might need a job, and I can't have him going to the Comedy Store doing stand-up bits about Don and Candace, or at very best, at least I can let another comedian know about the old Pedro piece. So just in case he gets out of line, they could roast him. It's like, it's like a telegraphic gift to one, if you will. So hold me to that. It sounded good. Okay. Telegraphic, whatever that means. It sounded good. It rolled with it, right?
It sounded good. I love
it. Sounded good.
I love you.
All right, we got a lot to do with Doug. What else we got with Doug? A lot to do with Doug.
He said it sounded good.
We're going to play his kick. Now, the profile was a whole bunch of shit. There's a thing with Doug that if you haven't heard about it, I'm going to be playing a little bit of AB's chat tonight because AB was able to snag the exact money. So we have a tragedy pimp who went to kick, who the behavior hasn't changed. I don't know about Molly Golightly or what she's been up to. I haven't really been seeing people cover her. But Doug he's actually went to kick and turned it up. And he's making money over there. He sure is. We're going to get into that. But he's going in. His behavior hasn't changed. He's taking the shirt off over there. It's getting freaky and it's getting weird. I think he's with Pedro over there. But there is a new information floating around where, and I don't have this tonight, I just want to ask the chat before I play anything. There is a situation where Doug was at the hospital and he allegedly, for educational purposes, hypothetically, he beat up a girl at the hospital. This is not a joke. There's a domestic violence situation floating around on the YouTube streets with old Doug, where he put his hands on a woman. Now, I don't have the information, but this is true. But I did see a clip of two black men. One was Benny Keys, and the other one was A.B. Watchman, and they were talking about this domestic disturbance. Okay, it's on A.B.'s channel. Now, I don't know if the video footage has been shown or not, but what I'm reporting to you is it's word on the streets, people. Now, I would not put it past them one bit. I've had almost every one of his survivors, not victims, in my chat collab with, shared their story. There's one right here.
I'm not on nothing to him. That fuckboy ain't done shit to me.
Oh, he didn't text you?
Don't try. I ain't no survivor.
He didn't text you.
He gotta be fucking hurting me for me to be anything to him. He texted me. He tried.
What did he say in his text? But what did he say in his text?
A bunch of nothing.
Did he try to hurt your feelings?
He tried, but I didn't.
How hard did he try?
I'm not a victim.
How long?
Survivor. He's my survivor because I fucking roasted the fuck out of him.
Well, you handled it different, but did he not try?
He tried.
Thank you.
Why did you try?
White boy, can you comment on any post make if you're tagged in it or not? Can you comment? Okay, you're referring to, can you comment on any post I make if you're tagged in it or not? Yes. So let me explain what happened. I try to answer you. You tagged me in a post. First off, I comment on all your posts. This is what I think happened. You tagged me and made a post. And I commented. I believe it was one of your subs. The problem is, I also got a notification that Arctic shared your post. So when that happens, it's weird. It's weird when that happens. I don't really like this part of YouTube. So if you make a post and I share it, right? Let's just say your post has 98 likes. I could share your post and I could write like, hashtag justice for whoever it might be. Okay. Now my subs, all my subs can intermingle with all your subs. Okay. And any likes that were given on my end would be go to your post. Okay. Now, if someone was to share my post from yours, the same thing. Now we have 3 different sub communities of people. I may have apologized for nothing. It could have been one of my trolls. I don't know. But I felt wrong. I don't even think you saw it. I should have screenshotted it, checks. You know what? I might have it. Hold on.
Sorry, Liz.
Hold on a second. I might have it. I usually screenshot.
Careful what you want detailed.
There you go.
Oh, my baby.
Say hello. Say hello to people.
Hi,
Say hello to
girl.
the person. She's a good girl. She'll never give me random kisses. What is this? This is not it. Hold on, checks. Let me just get this. Okay, again, we're doing this again. All right, come on, watch the clock. Watch the clock. Come on.
Hey, it's that penis. You're live, and she's a little girl. Have respect.
Okay. I have it. I'll do.
Matthew.
All right.
Baby girl.
Okay. Good. Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you. All right. Okay.
Aw, I love your daughter.
All right. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't have it, checks, man. Fuck, man. Damn it. I don't have it, man. So, Mike, here's my thinking, man. I said sorry because the damn, you shared the post, and it was a good post. I appreciate it. But because Arctic shared your post, what happened is I always comment when either one of you guys share my stuff, okay? And I read the comments. Dee Dee, you were in the comments. Dee Dee, it was the post that Checking shared. It says, at White Boy Radio has memberships, okay? You wrote something, Dee Dee, and I think, Mark, you did too, okay? Because I read the comments. You guys know I answer my comments and stuff. If I'm tagged in something, as long as it's not like a clout chaser looking for like a response, if it's somebody I know, I'm definitely gonna respond. And if it's a clout chaser, I'm gonna leave them just desperately, wanting what they're looking for, just not giving it to them. But it was you, so I commented, and then I was reading the comments. I should have a friggin' name, and it was this lady. It was a lady. And she says, oh, I can't stand the guy. He can't even say a complete sentence. So what I did was,
Poor thing.
I'm a YouTuber. I clicked her name and it brought me right to her channel. She had like 2 subscribers, but guess what? She had family videos.
Oh, boy.
One was of a little kid. I'm not gonna, respond on that. But the other one was on a boat. And they had friggin', what's that lady's name? Mama Bear? Mama Juju, the lady on the show, Mama June, what's her name? June Bear.
With
the lady.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
June hillbilly.
It was the little kid, the one with the kid that.
Yeah.
I know.
One of them family.
Mama June.
One of them family members.
Mama some shit.
Yeah. This guy's in camouflage. He's on the boat. He got a catfish. He had about 3 teeth. And they're like, oh, she's recording him. She's like, oh, Billy, it's a good catch. She's like, no. I'm like, oh, what do we have here?
Oh,
so I jump back to the post, and I'm like, well, goddamn. I can say a sentence way better than that guy on the boat can. And then she doubles down and goes, oh, white boy, you should take your own advice. She still didn't get it. I'm like, lady, I was referring to your videos. And then about a half hour later, I didn't get a notification. So I just happened to go back to the post, and what do you know? Deleted our whole thread. Whoa, what happened? What happened? What happened was you were trying to be mean and slick. And I found Billy. And Billy can't really say a sentence. So you deleted your own shit. You wiped your own ass. Thanks. Appreciate it. But I'm wrong for that. I should ignore it
What are you wrong for?
because it wasn't my community post. It was Checking's, or it could have been
Oh.
Arctic's. And what if they unsubscribe? I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong for that. I do that over here, but I should not have done it over there.
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Yeah, checks, but nah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
You must love
It
that.
was my bad because I felt bad afterwards. Well, I instantly felt good because she deleted her comment.
Instant gratification.
But then I felt bad.
Gotcha. Bazinga.
All right. Anyway, I don't think I've seen damaged goods on any of my videos. Really, maybe a couple I share. I'm all checking. Dolly, I comment on anything that you share, but you share.
I don't check mentions, so if they refer to me and being tagged, I don't often check mentions.
You
So
share.
anytime I'm tagged, I apologize. I forget to check.
The last thing that you shared, I would have commented, but let me show you the mistake that you're doing. I don't want you to think that I'm being an asshole or something because you know I comment on yours, Dolly, but let me just give you an example. Dolly Bear mentioned you in a video. It was this one here. FBI finds human remains decorated around Bullitt County man's home during search. Comments off. So I can't respond to that. You got to make sure your settings, or you got to make sure you got to do something for your settings. I don't want you to think that you're sharing for me, and I'm not being. Anybody who shares my videos, I appreciate that. I'm gonna comment and thank you. Same as a donation. It's just it has to be done. But you have your comments off. But it's weird because not on all your shares. So I don't know what happened there.
I always forget to check mentions. So that I do eventually, but by then I miss a lot of them.
What's up, Miss Joanne? I'm catching up with you guys. Yes, the dog was just making out with me.
Huh.
She's a good doggy, but she's heavy. It's 120 pounds on the cock just now. And what she does is
Venus, she's a lady.
BSK Frog just posted about Florida white boys. .com. I don't pay attention to the prison genre. That shit.
Hey, Frog, he's posted about
That
you?
shit is dead. The prison genre is dead. I got
I'm
gonna-
people from over there.
I'm gonna
check out.
upload some prison videos here shortly. But as far as the prison genre, I don't. It is dead. I don't know what happened to that hype train, but it has completely died down. I'm gonna do it for personal experience to my subscribers because there's some videos I have not said, like the craziest thing I ever saw in prison. I know people want to know about that. It's gonna be coming shortly.
Yeah, how many stories though? Like you think of other creators, a lot of the stories are the same, just different names.
Yeah,
That might be it.
there's only a few prison creators I even watch.
I have a couple I still
To
check
be
out.
honest, as someone who's been to prison and experienced it, and then telling people on YouTube your experience in there, it is something that I don't want to talk about. It is something that I want to forget about. I don't want to promote prison. I don't want to, glorify prison. I
look at this way.
hated prison every minute of the day. Things happen in there, and I could bring awareness to it and all that, but I want to look forward, not back. So I definitely don't want to be looking at other people's prison experience. I have my own, and I hate that I have my own. But I got a lot of stories in there. I've uploaded a lot. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to go back to it. But I don't watch any prison content at all. I have had enough prison personal content for a lifetime. But anyway, back to Doug. Where were we? What's the last thing I said about Doug? I just got off track for a second. What did I say about Doug? Talked about Pedro. I was going to email the Comedy Store. I did the wrestler. His profile pic. Somebody bring me up. What was it? I mean, I'm friends with him. Prison genre is I don't know, man. I have a lot of opinions and thoughts of the prison genre. what's crazy to me is it's kind of like the true crime genre. In true crime, tragedy pimps that exploit little kids and shit, their channels take off. They get all type of subscribers. It blows my mind. But in the prison genre, there's a white guy who claims he's a blood. Okay. I can count on my one hand how many white bloods there are in the entire Florida prison system. This guy literally lied his way to almost 1 million subs, and people buy it. This is why I love YouTube for a lot of ways, but I hate how fake YouTube is. People just go for anything sometimes. It is insane. But that's why that definitely doesn't interest me. I don't talk about it. What I can respect about it is I've beefed with people on the prison genre, and they would go to street beefs. I was about to fight somebody named Pino that lives here in Florida, but we put it behind us, squashed it, and I'm cool with that dude now. But on the flip side, in true crime, they stub their toes. It's all fake. Not Pino. Pino's real. Pino's one of the realest prison people.
Love them.
On YouTube.
Him and his wifey.
Called me today. I got to call him back.
I love them.
Anyway, let me go back to Doug. I got it here. I got my notes. I showed you his get out of debt. If you look at the get out of debt, use Dutton and Huttery. Hutton and Dottery. All right. I showed you the moron Summers Army. Okay. I'm going to go here next. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go here next. I know where I'm going. So you guys know, just understand, I will be showing this email, and I'll get a hold of him. Trust and believe it. Hopefully. Let me say that in a hopeful way. Because he's kind of like celebrity status, blue check mark. He doesn't really owe me anything. But if he doesn't respond to me, I'm calling in the troops. Massive people with the emails to him. We're going to get through to it. We're going to make it happen. But let me show you this one.
Can the door shut?
Sure. Let me check this. White boys. Rudy's mom reached out to Grizzly for help once everything came out. Grizzly nope, but still wants to help Rudy. All right, Carol. Carol might be mad at me. I'm not. Listen, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with Grizzly. I don't want people to think I have a problem with Grizzly. It's not how I listen, man. I'm trying to make sure my subs don't make the same mistakes I did. That's it, people, man. If you want to subscribe to Grizzly, subscribe to her, whatever. Personally, man, I just, I am the only YouTuber who's going to tell you this, man. And that's another thing. A lot of YouTube relationships are fake. It's all about what can I do for you? What can you do for me? It's hard to meet genuine people like Arctic and Checking, and those are people I'm going to tell you to subscribe to because I speak to them on the phone. I've helped them. They know in the back of their head if they need anything, I will help them do it. If I'm capable of helping them, I will. And them back with me. I can't say that for Grizzly. I've had horrendous interactions with Molly and Betty in jail. I'm just telling you guys to be on alert. I don't want to see you get scammed, exploited. None of that, man. That's all it is, man. Okay, that's all it is. It's nothing more than that. All right, girl, you want to go out? Okay, 1 second. Let me let you out, babe. Somebody let the well know that the dog wants to go out there with her. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna play this, and I gotta let Girlie out. She wants to go out there with Noel. Very spoiled. No, why is it doing this? God damn it. Hold on, let's try it again. Wait. Let's try it again. Let me close this. Let me close this. Who's that? Hey, let her up there with your mom. Is she with the let her out there with your mom. All right, I got you. So this is AB. AB's breaking down. Good work on AB. He's going to be breaking down on what old Douglas is making on Kick. Now, a quick point on this is look at Doug with the tough guy stuff. He's going shirt off on the live. Another point to make on this is old Doug. He's acting real tough on Kick. It's kind of comical because he's like starting the lives off with country music and this and that. Doug was scared to death to play any music on YouTube because here's what happens. You're going to get a copyright warning. It's not a strike, but what happens is it messes with the monetization. And then what's going to happen is after the live ends, if you play music and stuff, to be honest, it's why I've cut down The White Boy is Back. You know why? If you ever go back to those lives that I played in, it'll jack your monetization up. It'll say someone submitted a copyright claim. What do you want to do with this? Do you want to trim the segment out? Do you want to mute the segment? Do you want to edit the segment? So here's what happens in reality. I'm going to keep it real with you. So in reality, once my live ends, it's going to go into YouTube land and go back to my channel. Okay. Now, this is the part where I'm going to keep it 100% real with people. I don't have a problem at all monetizing anything that I do on this channel. I understand that Google owns YouTube. I understand that they're the strongest and one of the most powerful companies in this world. I have zero problem letting Google pay White Boy to run ads on my videos. Not a problem at all. But if I play music and stuff, like this live right here is going to be jacked up. Because I was proving in the beginning of this that Dolly steals my jokes, and I played my old Instagram videos, which have like Biggie Smalls in it, For Real in it. So I'm not going to edit this one. But normally what I would do is mute the song or edit the segment out. Because why? If I don't do that, then Google can't put the commercials in. But if I do that, then Google will put the commercials in. It's amazing to me that Doug never played any music on any live second channel ever on YouTube. Now he's on Kick. He's jamming away because Kick doesn't do it like that. Kick doesn't have an ad revenue. They only have a subscription base, a donation base. I have a problem with when I call tragedy pimps out. My main problem is exploiting and scamming their own subscribers and other people in the community. As far as them taking any money from Google, I don't care about that. To be honest, I mean, I don't care who takes it from Google. Because I know what Google does, what they're behind, AI and stuff. Get it while you can. Anybody. Okay? But I'm explaining to you what Doug's doing. Let's have a listen.
For me to kill and lay low. Here's my one chance before I have to leave this place, right? He didn't travel from Pennsylvania all.
So let's have a little look-see here what Dougie's charging people. Old Dougie. So over there, if you want to gift one sub, it's going to be $5. If you want to gift 5 subs, it's going to be $24.95. If you want to gift 10 subs, it's $49.90. If you want to gift 20 subs, it's $99.80. And believe me, it goes up from there. So just 16 looks like they've gifted 43 subs before. So is that $200? Ooh, big spender. Let's see. Crime and Justice is way down in 3rd spot in the gifts at 5. She's only good for $25. Ooh, disappointing. But you might become on handy a little later on. Let's see who Andy Bot's in there with 23. That would probably be $110.
$25.
Not bad, not bad. That's just in subs. Why don't you believe me? He's asking everybody to make that PayPal ring tonight. He said that a couple times. You can pretty much sit in there at any 10 minutes and hear that come out of his mouth. I've got it on both clips here, I believe. Duhick, you gifted me 5 memberships. Thank you very much, by the way, Duhick. Yeah, I appreciate that.
The way to WSU, right? To just do the killings out there by Idaho, right?
No, Dolly, you're taking it out of context. You're taking it. When I say Arctic and checking, I'm talking about creators, not subscribers. I say Arctic and checking as far as creators. I'd have to sit here for 30 minutes to say subscribers. And maybe I didn't, maybe you're not taking it out of context. Maybe I wasn't clear. And there's actually a good point. When I say YouTube is fake, there's things of you. When I'm saying YouTube is fake, it's because people are gullible. Any tragedy pimp channel that I talk about, look at the sub count. Now, given, they have a lot of hate watchers, but it's aggravating to see the tragedy pimps win. It's aggravating. I mean, if you don't like them as much as I do, that's aggravating. It should be aggravating, right? That is fake to me. That is fake to me because the real people should be having the sub count, okay? And I was explaining this to someone was asking me of the prison genre. There's a guy that I was in Florida prison. I've done double the time that this young kid does. I know all the gangs in there. I've fought his gang and other gangs, but there's a kid that came out. He claimed he was a blood. Blood means black leaders of our day. He's like a Benny Keys. So he claims he's a white blood. Good luck with that one. This is the prison system, not YouTube. 1 million subs. And people believe them. They're gullible. It's like when I look at this guy, people are flocking to sub to him. And when I see them run, it's all the people that are watching The Lab and No Thanks Investigates. It's all Summer's Army. Fake. Like no one has common sense to be like, wait a minute. How's a white guy in a gang that's called Black Leaders of Our Day? Like, wouldn't that be only black guys? But people are so like, that's fake. When 4 law agencies, different police agencies look at a family, 2 people who have been all over YouTube, drunk, high, everything, but they have never slip or say anything that any of the agencies can do an arrest. But a YouTuber like this guy on the screen can make a narrative up. They run over there. It's like you're watching like cattle. It's fake. That is fake. Not my subs. We love you. We talk to you all the time. What are you talking about? No, not you. I start the chat off naming people. Love you guys are always in here. I appreciate it. The base supporters are non-replaceable. Non-replaceable. And it will forever be that way. I don't say it enough, but I'm saying it now. You're taking it wrong. White boys Russian, I got a lot to talk about. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, and that's my fault. But you're taking it wrong.
Washington State University. He didn't just move out there just so he could be 6 minutes from a different university, or is that a basis of what his choice was? Was he really that premeditated that he actually goes to school based on
Dolly,
where.
did you make me do that?
Have you ever been asked that? Are you really that premeditated?
Just joking.
Has somebody ever come up to you in the mall just randomly? And B, thank you for the gifting of 5 memberships, guys. It's very generous of you. Have you ever been asked how premeditated you are? Only when in Doug's stream.
Picture, man. AB was able to break down. Look, the guy. Say what you want. Let me put the damn his profile picture on. Look, people. AB just gave you the numbers. Now look, the guy has, I think it was like 170 people. Look at this face. This is the face when you don't have. This is circumventing. Circumventing. Can somebody please edit this in Wikipedia, please? Put wipe by it, please. I'll give you a donation. I'll wrench anything. Hold on. Let's take a peep-see. Here we go. So he's got 271 followers. Here's another thing. This guy's been canceled, kicked off YouTube. He's over there with Molly. He's over there with the only who else is on Kick? Laura is always promoting Kick. She's like, it's the greatest thing ever. It's because Kick gives you like 90% of what you make versus YouTube, but there's not enough people. But Laura's always promoting it. What, is she nervous or something? Is she starting to get it going? Who knows? But this guy is over there, and he's making good money with the 270 people. He's making good money. All right, he's making good money. White Boy had to make a Kick. Listen, if you're over there, it's White Boy Radio. Might as well give me a follow. I had to make a Kick because look, I gotta watch this asshole to report him to you guys, and I have to be able to troll. I mean, come on. What are you thinking? But let's have a look, see at something else. Okay, 2 minutes, 2 hours, 40 minutes, and okay, here we go. Where's it at? Did I not send it? I didn't send it. Did I send it? This is it right here. So here he goes. He's live for 4 hours. He's got 37 views. He's doing big things. Is this the live? 33 views, excuse me. Summer's Army continues their fight to find out what happened to 5-year-old Summer Wells and will there be an arrest soon? Wow. First off, he got the age wrong. First off. Second off, on arrest soon. He hasn't had any change of behavior, this guy. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys. Whoopsies. He hasn't had any change of behavior. This guy is on a platform where basically a bunch of gamers go to. A bunch of gamers. Younger kids are playing Call of Duty. If you look at it from a positive view, there's a lot of young advocates over there. A lot of young digital warriors. But what is he doing? He's doing the routine where he does the weird, lame singing, the cringe creator content. He's actually laughing at his own jokes over here. If we have to hear one more time about the field rodent, I mean, Doug, give it up. You said that joke. I don't know who's worse. Dolly steals mine, but you repeat yours. This guy has his jokes on repeat, just like the titles and the content in the streams. Like, dude, give up the field rodent joke. Stop with the gay jokes. Listen, okay, here's the thing. Benny Keys, his ex-wife, walked in and he was getting sucked off by the ex-wife, now my friend on Instagram, Ann Noel's. I get to say that now. Ending to it. So, with that statement, that's true, verified by his daughter, by the ex-wife, on YouTube, just give it a search. Like, you're banned from ever making fun of a gay person. You're not allowed to make any gay jokes. Ever. Ever. You're just not. You're just not. He's banned. Here's the fake part again. Here's the fake part. The people, the gang, will say that I'm lying. It doesn't matter that his daughter said it, his family said it. It doesn't matter. They're lying. They're haters. The joke was funny. Fake. But Doug, he's not allowed to either. He had a mop stick, and they named it Pedro. And if we think about it, with Doug's like personality and type of whatever comedian he thinks he is, if we don't think that he would act, this is true crime. We have to break down the group of wrestlers. Like they're in group think. There's a group of them. Who would come up with Pedro? That was Doug, people. Now, that's a conspiracy. That's my opinion. But with the field rodent joke is getting old. And the gay jokes, you shoved a mop stick in somebody's anus. You named it Pedro. So just think about that. It's no longer this. It's this. You like Pedro? Pedro. Take Pedro good. That happened. I'm sorry. There's an Article Times in the chat. Sorry. Not sorry. That happened. And you say on your own Kick profile that you were a protege of the guy Rikishi, and what he does is he slams you into the corner, he backs up with his thong, and rubs his ass cheeks in his opponent's face. You said he taught you everything that you know. You said it, not me. You are not allowed to do gay jokes. You're not allowed. You're not allowed at this point. You have now, at this point, you are both considered in the LGBT community. Now, they may not accept you. They may think that you're weird. That's for them to determine. But you're not allowed to, you can't do that. You cannot. People. Let's throw Dolly in there too. Gina was in here earlier. She would approve. We got 3 of them in there. 2 of them at Kick, 3 of them are in LGBT community. I'm not saying the LGBT, listen, to the community, I apologize in advance. I'm not saying you want them. I'm not saying that they're anything to do with you guys. But please, at this point, it's safe to say that we can agree that it's a little suspect behavior. Now, what you guys want to do with them, I back you 100%. Just give me an email. I know how to work Kick. All right, where the hell? Let me get back to the thing. Where's the timestamp at? This is it's all backwards too. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta find this. So it's gonna be 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's how I do this. How do I turn this on? Oh, here we go.
Don and Candace had.
Oh, that one. Jesus.
See, it writes itself.
All right, here. Let's see it. Let's see how Doug's acting on Kick.
Weird. Just say more like, "Oh, she used to twirl in my hand." It's a small field.
Oh, you guys just heard it? Did you guys just hear it?
About
It's a small field runs, and you guys have to steal people's stuff.
Bro, you said that joke 9,445 times, dude. Please. 1-800 find a new joke. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to work this shit. Yeah, give me a second. It's all backwards. Kick. kick, 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 kick. Here we go. Kick.
Seriously, whenever they're actually trying to help.
Hell, I've been saying Don's been innocent for, well, since I could get that out of my head that the SA wasn't the thing that we needed to focus on, and we went back to the beginning every single time, like the timeline, who was with who at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
who was with who at the end of the day, and
And was Don working all day long, right? Was he? I don't know. Was it? What happened? What?
As I drive to the meadow so I can spackle all day.
Here we go, Doug. He's making fun of Don Wells for being a hardworking man. But we get to enjoy the Summers Army like this. Let's have a listen. Not only the field rodent jokes. Here goes Doug and his this is like the most, he does like these songs. He sings. And he thinks like, this is like the cheese ball. It's, talk about obsessed, like unreal. Unfucking believable. Let's have a listen. Now, laugh warning. This is hysterical, if you will.
I just work all the time. Ask Candace. I don't like to be home. I don't like my family. I've lost every kid I've ever had, and that, like BK. I don't care. You know it's true. We're getting down. How about you? Spackle in all the time is all I do. Then spackle in, spackle in. I just work all my life.
There it is, people. I told you he's laughing at his own jokes. He's making fun of Don Wells for working. Talking about Don lost all his kids, which is true. But Doug, I mean, you have yours on the weekend. They ain't in the house, wherever that is. People say it's Lisa's. Old Crime and Justice. I'm coming for you. It's next live. Crime and Justice. You've been sliding by too long, lady. You've been sliding by too long. You've been lady.
Basically, buddy, I just work all the time, and then I don't know if it's spackle time.
It's just whatever, right?
Dudley was my number one. Jody, Sue, and Andy too. They were my number one.
You got to keep in mind, people, you got 33 total views on the stream. This is on the platform Kick. With Summers hashtag, Summers name in the title, new information, will he be arrested soon? He's singing like a cheese ball that he is. He got a whopping 33 views with the replay game. It is unreal. Brand new platform. What's he do? Exploit Summers' name. I made a post earlier. I made a Threads account. Instagram came out with a new platform, Threads. I have literally shared Summers' photo on Getter, on Minds, on Gab, on Truth Social, on Odyssey, on Rumble, on Buy Me a Coffee, on it's everything that I have. If you go to my link tree, you will find Summers' picture there. The post that I did on Minds on my community page today, that's what I do. Hey, look, man, Summer Wells is missing. Hashtag find Summer Wells. I give the information. Share her picture. This guy went to a brand new platform with the thought that he was going to do the same thing he did on YouTube. Let me tragedy, let me exploit, let me grift off Summer. The problem is he went there for the greediness. Oh, because people like Laura and Molly, you get 90%. Checking convictions tell me that you get paid in Bitcoin. I don't know. But there's gamers over there. People play Call of Duty. There's weirdos that watch hot tub live streams where these chicks do like squats and shit. Unfortunately, and it's sad for me to say this, people don't really care about the things that we care about on Kick. I have an answer for it. They're younger people. They're over there doing other things, which is good for the tragedy pimps that get sent over there. But it's sad. It's sad. It really is.
Did you say Jimmy Hoffa did it? Jimmy Hoffa was my number one.
Donnie boy, like.
That's a good one, Doug. You made it funny, Doug. Let's go a little bit deeper into it. I don't even have anything set. I'm just gonna skim.
Show what?
I'm saying, yeah, it was only validate.
Oh, you
Big
know what?
distractions. The whole-
I do. Let's go back to this.
I'm going to jail. He's looking at his R&R and his kid in the seat.
Same line.
Brandis was already home sleeping, dumbass.
This is 4 hours.
Timber
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is 3 hours.
Sweet peas.
Look how slow-
Funny, right? It doesn't matter. It's enough for everybody if you just do this, right? The proper way.
Uh-oh.
Right? You don't. Let me sub up to you, bro. I'm gonna follow you. So,
Who was that? Hold on. Let's have this. Hold on. Let's get the
They
creator's
did?
name.
Okay, we're good at that.
do we have 100 yet? Do we have?
Okay, people. Listen. I'm gonna let it ride for a little bit. I need y'all to first look at the left-hand corner where it says, "Please consider to send to the PayPal me." Second, there's somebody who did a follow over here. It's a young kid. Guaranteed he plays Call of Duty or whatever. Doug subbed to him. He subbed to him. I need the name of the creator. I can't rewind it that good. I'm going to go in the guy's chat that he says, and we have to let the guy know about Pedro and Rikishi and everything else. Please pay attention. Put it in the chat if I miss it. I'm going to play it.
100 people yet?
No, we got 70.
70, really?
Not Boomer Baby.
We're working on it.
I can't share this out. I've got a small channel right now.
This is
As far as
It's
we're concerned,
okay.
my channel's
No channel.
back here shortly. I've been got some big
Mark,
stuff
you-
coming
yeah,
up
what's
with
up, Mark?
Candace
What's
Cooley. We
happening,
got
Mark?
obviously when we come back.
Definitely.
Another reason why you guys people can wanted make us a gone. one-of-a-kind interview.
Bill and
You guys
Rounds, great case.
I've been waiting for. Why do it when everybody else is doing it anyway, right?
Exactly. I mean, and give them time to process and time.
Trucking like we were, but we're got to keep going somehow. So we're here to do that.
All right, how funny is this? I kept telling people when Doug was on YouTube, he was playing his old videos, repeating just the same content, changing the title, using Summer's hashtag, using Summer's name in the title. This was on YouTube. Here he is on Kick, and he has to resort. This is actually comical. He has to resort to recirculating the Crime and Justice collabs that's on her channel. But he's about to start talking about YouTube and what happened. Let's have a listen. Mark, what's up? Mark, for sure there's something seriously wrong with him, mental health. Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. He is 100% all about a con game and an e-bag control freak and is a rinse repeat. So true. He fits about creators mass striking and all has been said years ago. Look, even 4 months, same. Yeah, he always cries about mass striking. The emoji one was comical. Who the hell strikes a emoji? Doug I don't know about mental health. Listen, I'm with you on it, but I don't know what the diagnosis is. He's very paranoid. Like people tried to tell me a long time ago, Doug is legit somebody who, if he becomes friends with you, this is legit. This boils down to moderators, subscribers that get close, and any creator that's ever knew him. Anyone who's ever had a problem with him has the same story. If he becomes close or you communicate or whatever, there's something that like triggers his brain, and he gets thrown into this paranoid state where he thinks that you're against him, or I don't know how to even word it. It's really weird. With me, I lasted a long time with him, but we weren't like best friends. I didn't like text him all the time. He was just a creator that I knew on YouTube that I text and shit, right? But there wasn't like a lot of communication there. What happened was when I first met him, there was a lot of communication there because I was going on his panel to talk about Molly, what happened with the breakup of the tragedy pimps, okay? So there was a lot there. And then it was like sporadic, random through time. But it did not come down to, so maybe if I was like more engaged with him, maybe if I did text him a lot more, I would be seeing the light, faster. But it wasn't until I apologized to Tim Mullins and I established a relationship with Don and Candace that, this thing happened. But it was just then with what I'm saying happened. This guy got paranoid, man. I played AB's video before, A Balance. I enjoy A Balance. Okay, I even put him in the description if you want to subscribe to him. Next to Checking, next to Arctic. I include a few creators who I support. If you want, check it out. If you don't, it's fine too. But I enjoy A Balance. Look, we don't see eye to eye on the Summer Wells case, but I enjoy his content. Does that mean I have to agree with everything he says? No, but I don't have a problem with him. I respect his opinion about what he feels about the case. That's his opinion. He's a grown man. He can think the way however he wants to feel. That's fine. It doesn't mean I'm against him. No, plenty of creators that I'm still cool with to this day who don't feel the same as me. But you know what they don't do? They don't drag the parents every single night. They don't bother the parents' mental health. They just have a separate opinion than I do. When I had this relationship with Don, I told Doug, I'm like, dude, you feel this way, I feel this way. Just don't bother the parents. And then what happened was I even reached out and I was like, I'm going to do a live. You are not included in this. I put a community post up. He got drunk, paranoid, high, everything in between, read it the wrong way, and flipped out, started talking cash shit about me on his lives. I am disappointed in my subscribers for not letting me know, because he was doing it for a little bit. He was doing it for he was being real slick for longer than I knew. No one was telling me. So time went on. Finally, somebody did let me know on the low. Only one person. And I'm like, for real? And it was a person that I trusted. So I contacted this dude. I'm like, bro, what's happening, bro? And he got kind of sporty. His ego was up. And I'm like, Doug, I don't want to start making content about you. Okay? You need to fix it. His ego hit. He's like, oh, you don't want to do that. I never lose this and that. I'm like, Doug, you're talking about white boy. He's like, I'm going to apologize. He never apologized. Then this dude went to paranoid land. So he told me he's going to apologize, right? And then I did a live with Don and Don's haters. I guess he felt mad that he wasn't on the panel. And then he tried to get me to set Don up. And I'm like, bro, push that shit to the side. I don't do that with families. So then he got so paranoid and weird that I thought it was squash. I don't watch his content like that. I never did. I would jump in his chat here, there, show face. I don't watch the content like that. But he never apologized. And then I thought it was a dead issue. And he then went to this weird paranoid state and started running his mouth again, saying like, oh, white boy wants Don for all the money. Nobody was telling me this but one person. Finally, I don't know he's running his mouth, right? I would have responded off top, but I don't know. Finally, it got so bad, I guess he got comfortable, or he thought, I don't know what he thought. But finally, people did start to tell me more than the one person. And I'm like, whoa, what? Doug? Almost smashed up. I'm going to make him forget this for life. And then I start firing back. And then he really gets crazy. So I got to see the mental downfall in real time. Then I got the text messages, text to my wife, just shit I've already said. But he does that with everybody. It was good for me. I got to really break it down in real time, produce screenshots, show you really what's happening. Not to say anybody he did it with in the past was lying by any means, but I'm screenshotting everything. I'm bringing it to you in real time. I would go live about Doug. He'd watch the whole live and said, hey, we got to see it in real time. But he's paranoid, man. There's something not clicking right, man. He's got he's got neutral first gear, fourth gear, fifth and sixth. He's missing second and third gear. So his brain goes like neutral first, revs up all the way to fourth. I don't know. He needs a transmission.
Right. We were on something about Mary, right? We played the first interview with Mary and stuff about, well, actually it wasn't the first. It was one of the third or fourth what she felt. Now, as far as we're concerned, my channel's
No channel.
back here shortly. I've been
Fast food places, like they have a different tasting ketchup or a different tasting ranch.
No wonder why Bang Energy won't do anything with me.
Channel.
Back here shortly. I've been got some big stuff coming up with Candace Cooley. We got the javelin, and it turned out to be a toothpick. Just amazing.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
It's funny.
And the freaking shoelaces, that was hilarious.
Thank you for the PayPal,
I was like, I'm dead.
Lady Luck.
Yeah, but no, Candace Cooley is definitely been a busy woman. Trucking like we were, but we're got to keep going somehow. So we're here to do that. Right. We were on something about Mary, right? We played the first interview with Mary and stuff about. I thought top water was more expensive. It's like putting on a different face, you know what I mean? Just put on a smiley face, like Weekend at Bernie's. Like,
let me let it ride here. I want to hear him talk about this YouTube thing.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? That looks just like him. Here, try out for him. Try out for that part. Did you dead? Oh, that sounds just like my life. Oh, perfect. Let me get into position. Can I start in the fetal position, or do you start with the crying?
Dolly,
exactly. All you gotta do is sit around and play dead. Okay, we're good at that.
Do we have 100 yet? Do we have 100 people yet?
No, we got 70.
70, really?
We're working on it.
I can't share this out. I've got a small channel right now.
I know,
As far as
it's
we're concerned,
okay.
my channel's
No channel.
back here shortly. I've been got some big stuff coming up with Candace Cooley. We got obviously when we come back.
Another reason why people want.
Okay, what is this person talking about? Let's Doe, not Joe. What? You've never had a wrench. You've never had a wrench. I've never had Lee, money sign Doe, not Joe. You've got to try harder. Like I don't know my mods. Like, this was like one of the weakest attempts ever at a wrench. Like, it was so bad. Somebody give him a timeout. You get a timeout. Please, let's Joe get please a timeout. Don't ban him. Give him a timeout. You have to do better. You have. Did anybody give him a timeout? I'm about to do it. Mods, please. Let's Joe, not Joe, timeout right now. This was a horrible attempt. This is a desperate attempt. This is a Doug, no thanks, paranoid attempt. Please don't ever do this again. You made an ass out of yourself. Who is this? Unless you change your name. What's up, Mystery Girl Missy? What's happening? Joined your appreciate the invite to your Facebook group. You got a YouTube channel. Check out Mystery Girl's page. Share, you can share your content over there. It's pretty cool. Smart thinking, by the way. Who is this? Let's go. Somebody give him a timeout. What's everybody saying? What's up to Peter? Did I miss a donation or something? What's going on here? Or did Peter make a funny? Damn. See, I did. Who is this? I missed. This is Skunk? Yes. Whoa, this is member for 5 months. Shout out to Skunk. I appreciate you, brother. I didn't see that. See? Doug likes to get his peach, his bottom, beaten. Doug likes to get his peach, groom, glare wrapped in a rug. He has a weird fetishism for rugs and guys who think that they're thugs. Yeah. I mean, I give you an 8. I like the rhyming part of it. It does, Dee Dee. Did anybody give him a timeout? Mods, give him a timeout. Her, him, pronoun, timeout. You don't come up with this mofo asking for a wrench and tell about I took it from you. That's bullshit. Thank you.
Wanted us gone.
Interview.
Dylan Rounds, great case. I've been waiting for. Why do it when everybody else is doing it anyway, right?
Exactly. I mean, and give them time to process and time to handle what they need to handle.
Even if we don't get those channels back, which we should. I didn't do anything wrong. Just correlation issues. Basically, it's just one of those things where we move forward. I drink top water. I can't stand bottled water. Oh, you drink tap water. I thought top water was more expensive, like top ramen. You're like, oh, you're really just boosting it up with top ramen, top water.
Basically, that was my favorite fucking food in jail.
It smells like bleach. I'm like,
Bubba and I loved top ramen in jail. That's a fact. I bet you whiz.
no.
I heard it gives you an accent.
Meanwhile, this dude was in jail eating ramen, but again with the gay jokes. My point to this, man, I can't stand to watch this dude anymore. He really irks the shit out of me. So I'm going to continue to cover his behavior. There's an end game to kick, though, that I will say. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it, but let me say this. For somebody who got kicked off YouTube, Kick has terms of service. And it's sad to see Doug over on Kick continually riding the wells. It's sad to see that. But on Kick's terms of service, it's a little bit different than YouTube's. In a way, like-minded like Elon. For example, on Twitter, which is where Doug did not go, which is actually the platform for free speech, Elon is absolutely not having any tragedy pimps. He won't let Alex Jones on because of what Alex Jones said about the Sandy Hook situation. Because Elon Musk has had grief and loss in his life, and he will not let anybody exploit the situation. There's no tragedy pimping on Twitter. I'm not saying that Kick is the same, but I'm saying it's worded similar. So I don't know, man. Doug is his days might be numbered over there. And boy, oh boy, where would he go? I mean, look, it's not changing, people. This live is called Summer's Army. Will there be an arrest soon? What has he said over on this platform? What information has been given? I had to listen to this freaking headache earlier. You know what he does? He talks about CM. He does an impression of CM. This guy's role model. Do you remember when he was? Remember when he was gobbling CM up a couple of years ago, and then CM is just like, whoa, this guy's kind of a scumbag, and then he went over and wifed up Josh. Doug was best friends with CM, and then all of a sudden they have the same narrative. Doug repeats the narrative and vice versa. But Doug got so jelly of Josh that now he hates CM. There goes the paranoia. So this live that says, what's the name of this live? It says, whatever. It says up. Let me give you the exact fucking name, verbiage of it. Unreal. This live is called Summerwell's Army. I'll put the link in the chat. For your viewing pleasure. Summerwell's Army continues I don't know how to work this thing. Summerwell's Army continues to look for Summer, and will there be an arrest, is what it's called, I believe. Same bullshit, people. Same bullshit. He's making fun of CM. He's doing the weird singing, a bunch of homophobic jokes, which he's suspect himself. Just a bunch of nothing, man. It's the same stuff. I thought this was a live. He takes his shirt off. He's got Crime and Justice over there. But sadly, he's still making money. Now, you heard AD break it down. It's not much. But it's still some. And Doug has a mouthpiece on him. You know, we all say tragedy pimps, right? Does anybody know what pimp means? What's it mean? I forgot. It's been a long time. Persuasion. People impersonating, manipulating, and persuading. People impersonating, manipulating, persuading. That's what pimp means. And boy, oh boy, does not fit some of these tragedy pimps. Think about that. Pimp actually has a whole bunch of meanings. But the acronym that I like the most is people impersonating, manipulating, persuading. And that's what he's doing over there. I have some more behind the scene things about Doug that I cannot discuss. That I would love to. There's some behind the scenes stuff with Lisa that I cannot discuss at this point, but I will bring you up to date. I can promise you that. Been on for 2.5 hours. I do want to catch up with the comments before I end it. He's a piece of dirt. He's over there with the same thing with Don Wells. Thank God he didn't have enough sense to go to like a Rumble or something with a lot of people. Now, he wouldn't go to Rumble because Rumble, even though they have the audience, their ad revenue, it sucks. You don't make the same amount of money. To be honest with you people, YouTube is the best thing. I don't make a lot of money here, but and when going back to what I was saying about letting Google pay me for commercials and stuff, with that part of it is very minimal. It's very minimal. What helps you on YouTube, please understand this, is people donating and people smashing the members. That helps you. Okay. What they give you in ad revenue is very minimal. But with that being said, YouTube pays the most in that category. TikTok don't come close, Rumble don't come close, and none of these platforms do. If you have a huge channel, that part alone, forget the donating and the members and the super thanks. The ad revenue alone, if you have a huge channel, you can pay your mortgage with it. But you gotta have a huge channel. But man, these things grow. I never thought I would see 14,000 people. It's around the corner. Arctic, man. Arctic is in the house. His channel has progressed huge. He's almost got 10,000 subs. I was just congratulating him on 5 or 8,000. I forget where. I'm proud of him. But these things grow. People look at YouTubers because this is myself included. I want to watch someone who is honest, someone who entertains me, someone who makes me laugh, someone who is a good critical thinker, someone who's a conspiracy person, someone who's educated. I subscribe to so many different stuff on YouTube. You wouldn't even know. I've been watching dinosaurs all week. As a little kid, I love dinosaurs. I've been watching YouTubers break it down. The day that they died, when that meteor came and it flew into the earth and it busted, and then the fragments came and it was 6 miles long. They gave me all the details. Bam, it was coming, it hit the earth, bomb. There was a volcanic acid that came. It was an acid rain, and boom. Man, these people have it all down pat. Some people are super smart. I get my faith off YouTube. Shout out to Jesus Saves All. I tag them randomly. A Christian guy. I get it all, man. I get my politics here. I get my faith here. I get my education here. I get it all here. And so does everybody else. Okay? People ain't going to TikTok like that and Rumble like that. They're not going to Kick like that. Kick and Twitch, they're going there to play video games. That's the youth. And weirdos that are watching chicks doing squats for donations. There's chicks, this happens on Twitch and Kick. This happens. Don't believe me? Google this. Hot tub streams. All you gotta have to do is have a little bit of ass and some tits and play airhead. Okay, guys, if I get $5 more, I get 5 more squats. And they bust it open. And there's weirdos jack pleasing themselves. These chicks make a lot of money. Kick is weirdos and the young. But the problem is this guy's on a platform where he could use Summer's name in the title, the hashtag, and really spit some knowledge, really reach the youth, because the youth is our future. If we don't take care of our children and the youth, we have nothing. They are our future. He could really be grabbing them and bringing them over here and spitting some knowledge to them and really telling them, hey man, be an advocate. Let's help find the girl, share her poster, this and that. But you're there ragging on the parents, shitting all over them. Summer's Army, this bullshit. You deserve. I hope you do hot dog. You need to be doing hot tub streams. All them gay jokes, the Pedro Mopstick, and all that. You really need to be doing that for real. You ain't doing nothing else over there useful. I'm just saying. Arctic is awesome. I'm happy for him as well. Very happy for him. He's at like 9.8. He's going to be at 10. What is today's date? 7. Arctic will hit 10,000 subs by the first week of the first week of next month. He will hit 10,000 subs. Very happy for him. He's growing. He's always doing the missing. Everybody, any race, any gender, any sexuality, anything. He's going to put it out there. He's going to make sure he doesn't, what's funny to Arctic, he makes me laugh because he's not one to get mad. You don't see Arctic doing these type of streams, but every now and then he gets pissed off. And he maybe crack up with his Admiral one. He tagged me in it. I don't know if I was supposed to share it or be serious. He makes me laugh. I don't see Arctic like that, so it's comical to me. But he knows he gets it. We're friends. He knows I'm laughing with him, not at him. It's comical. It's bad when the good ones get so fed up that they're just like, man, F these tragedy pimps. That's when it gets funny. A TP is someone who likes to charge people who have been through tragedies, whether it be through a scam to raise money for a billboard or whether it's through collecting money, pulling archery. Dolly, another good comment by Dolly. You know who I've been checking out the last couple of days? I'll keep it real. Is Tiffany. Now, Tiffany's been digging into she's been bringing light to people the bad actors in Summer Wells' case. And I'll keep it real with you people. If you don't know by now, I had an opinion on the Wells, okay? I made videos about them, and it wasn't in favor or for them whatsoever. I admit I got caught up in, maybe a lot of shenanigans. I wasn't thinking clear or I wasn't looking at the videos thinking clearly. I was thinking with emotion. Later down the line, a lot of people that are in this chat, you probably haven't even seen those videos. I've made them all private. But later down the line, now you know where I stand because I had to, I publicly apologize and this and that. But when I did feel that way, I was that way for some time. But I covered Summer a little bit back then. If you go back, you'll see the lives. But I just stopped because it was like nonstop, and I just didn't even talk about Summerwell's case. So my point is, like, I remember like the billboards and shit. I remember like a lot of the scams that came with it, but I did not pay attention to all of it. It was just like, oh, here we go again, is what I was thinking. So I was watching her live. She's done a lot of lives the last couple of days, and she was talking about a lot of people and talking about things that I did not know, and it's very interesting to say the least. So I'm gonna go back actually tomorrow at work and rewatch 2 lives. There was one today that I was very interested in. It was actually about an hour before I did this live, and it had to do with somebody that I do know, I have had contact with, and I don't know. I think that I'm behind on I didn't realize that there were so many tragedy pimps involved in Summerwell's case. I do know there was a lot of key players, but there's people there's situations that I didn't even know happened, according to this information. Now I have to validate it. I have to go back and see if it's all true. But if you have maybe watched those lives, if you maybe understand what I'm talking about, do me a favor and reach out and help me get through it and explain it, because there are some things I'd like to talk about in the future. I just don't want to talk about them if it's not true. If that made sense. And if I'm asking you, then do it. I'm not going to get mad. You're not bothering me. You're not wasting my time. I'm asking you too, because I work and I don't have all the time in the world. So I'd rather get a summary from someone who was paying attention at that entire time, that does know about certain things, so I don't have to watch and listen to a 5-hour live and go back and fact check it. Someone that I trust, that I know knows the YouTube streets, they can be like, Matt, here's the deal, and lace me up. Because, hey, man, look, there's a lot of shenanigans looking back, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, off topic, sorry, but if you want a good laugh, watch Netflix called The Mick. Oh, my, laugh so hard. I actually need something to watch. I love Arctic So Happy. He says it all the time, Mark. Check in. Are you serious? We already did that. He thinks I was getting his channel back. Dream on. It's not happening. Who said he said that? Stale jokes by the ton and put downs on women and just a pig. Doug is all I think is gross in life. They already did, Matt. On what, Mark? On what was this? 10 minutes ago. Ruby. What's going on, Ruby? Hit that like. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, Dolly, for the Cash App and sharing wifey's chat link. Boy, I need a spell check. I got it. I love Raymond. There's nothing wrong with Raymond. Dolly, 100%. Well, I'm going to tell you how he made it. The tattoo on the back of his leg is, he had 1488 on the back of his leg. So 1488. What that is, that is literature. Let me give you the correct breakdown on this because nobody really knows what it is. I call him a Jewish Aryan. Let me give you the correct information here. So technically, he's not an Aryan. 1488, what that means is it's literature by a guy named David Blaine. He is somebody that was a nationalist, and he had beliefs. His beliefs were 1488 means 14 words and 88 letters is what it stands for. And it means basically that you want to produce kids with a woman of the same race, and you need to protect the existence of the race and this and that. So just so everybody's 100% clear, please, you'll never get a breakdown like this ever again on YouTube. Just so everyone's clear. This man, he wrote a lot of literature. He was not a Nazi or anything like that. Here's where it gets tricky. Skinheads, Nazis, Nazi lowriders, and a whole bunch of other separate white supremacist gangs. They took that literature. This guy was actually a separatist. So this guy preferred to live separate. Not a segregationist, but a separatist. So the white organizations got a hold of this literature and used it, just as they used the swastika. For an example, Adolf Hitler did not create the swastika. The swastika has been around it's been around forever. You can find it in a cave in the Egyptian time, back to before that. People who thought the sun was the god. If you Google the swastika, well, who knows what the hell Google will tell you, but in all reality, Hitler liked the swastika. Many people don't understand who Hitler was. I'm not promoting him. I'm giving people education here. This guy did what he did to gain the spear that killed Christ. Hitler had the spear at one time. People don't understand this. If you use the word racist, or you call somebody a racist, and you have anything that says the shirt that says Hugo Boss, well, what are you doing? Hitler's soldiers used to wear Hugo Boss. What I'm getting at is these white supremacist gangs took this man David Blaine's his literature, and they used it just as they used the swastika. Took the swastika. The swastika used to be a symbol of peace back in the day. You can find it in tombs and caves way before Hitler's whole family was born. These white supremacist gangs, any symbols or literature that they used, they stole, they took. So Doug had 1488 on his leg. I'm giving you the whole history. Now, fast forward, as he's in prison, who do you think tattooed the 1488 on his leg? It was the Aryan gangs. And again, if you Google what 14:88 means, you'll get you'll understand what I'm telling you. 14:88. It means we must protect the future existence. Basically, you're gonna breed with your own. You're gonna protect the existence of your own. So all this got stolen and utilized in Aryan gangs. He'll never tell you that. I'm giving you the real deal. So the Aryan gangs took that, they used that, that's where it got tatted on him. But he's not going to tell you this. White Boy's going to give it to you real deal. I'm going to tell you I went to prison. I'm going to tell you that prison is very racist. I'm going to tell you that people in prison stick to their own races. I'm going to tell you who I hung out with. I'm going to tell you how I survived. I already told you one way was being nosy. The main way was sticking to my own. But Doug's not going to do that. He's going to comfort talk you. He's going to down talk, or he's going to cover the tattoo up. No, it ain't flying with White Boy. That's why when he got paranoid, and now I told him, Doug, you don't want this pressure. Like, I know what it means, bro. So I'm going to call him the Jewish Aryan. And he's never going to defend that. He can't, because I'll give you the whole history. And he knows that. Just saying. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. We're getting off topic. Don't do gangs. Aryans are no good. Dougs are no good. Kick is no good. Tragedy pimps are no good. People stealing your jokes named Dolly are no good. If you like trans people, hey, you like trans people. People DMing trans people and throwing it under the rug are no good. People naming their mop sticks Pedro are no good. People nonstop doing homophobic jokes are not good. Rudy's mom is no good. Grizzly Hood News is I don't know. Until the next one.